What's going on, everybody? Am I live? I gotta turn up my, I gotta check to see if my audio is working. I'm using brand new software. Hold on.
I'm back at it, it's back on.
Oh, I got my music playing. There we go. Okay, it's off. There we go. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, the American F1 fan, and we are back. There we go. What is going on, everybody? Hold on. I think I've got two different audios playing at the exact same time, so give me just 1 minute while I try to figure this out here just for a second. Because it sounded... Sorry, troubleshooting new software is always fun when you're doing it live, so... Yeah, it's pretty... it's picking up a second mic, so I've got a I don't need audio connected. Oh, there we go. Let's see if that fixed it. Hold on. Testing, everybody. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Let's see if that fixed it. Hold on. Testing, everybody. Testing, 1, 2, 3. No, it's still somehow picking up a second audio source. Testing. Yeah, it's picking up a second.
Sorry, I know we're near the race, so I'm trying to figure this out before we get
into the race,
and nobody can literally stand listening to me. Make sure everything. Everything's showing. Muted.
I don't know why. Maybe is it picking twice?
Let me see. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was
picking it up twice. Like what do you mean
freezing? Because the video's playing fine on my phone.
Whoa, look at it. Look at boys. Here comes the watch racing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch racing today. Whoa. Watch racing. I'm watching racing with you. Welcome, Andre.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying to.
Welcome to the racing.
Trying to figure out the audio issue because it's catching two different. It's like catching two different audio. Like it's catching it almost. It almost seems like it's catching it from the webcam as well. I know you love sitting on Daddy, but it's catching two different audio. Like it's catching. All right, speaking of the microphone, it's time to step out.
How do you do that thing?
All right. Speaking of the microphone, and you don't need to take that off of there.
Welcome to the racing. So we're watching racing today. So I'm just watching Racing with Daddy, so I'm going to still watch it.
Okay.
I'm going to still watch it with Daddy.
No, you gotta.
Welcome to Racing. So I'm watching Racing today.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's time. Aiden, don't fight it.
Just sitting.
Aiden. What's gonna happen?
Come on. Remember we talked about listening?
Huh? Come on.
Come on, mommy's
Daddy got you.
time to play some games. So you can come back in here with Daddy a little bit. Take him with. Alright. Let's go play food.
I'm working on audio as we speak, so just I'm trying to get this figured out. It is I don't know why. I'm working on audio as we speak. So just give me a moment. I'm using brand new streaming software, so it Yeti microphone is up. Webcam is down. Checking audio, checking. Checking. Nope, still doing it. What is it picking up? That's muted. Sorry, folks. It's this is literally never like I said, brand new editing or not editing software, but it's picking up. Sorry, folks. This is literally never like I said, brand new editing. Screen info labels, Blue Yeti mic. Maybe I just need to. Hold on. Let me try something really quick since it's see if that worked. As we're watching the new let me try something really quick. Ah, got it. Fixed it. I knew I could fix it eventually. I had the microphone in there twice. All right, we're watching the new opening credits. I am not a fan of
the opening credits like I was last season. The lettering they're using for it is a little off for me, but it's okay. All right, so there we go. So, guys, in the comments or in the description below, you have a couple different ways to help out the channel and to help out the live stream. You guys can donate. It will actually show up on screen with the new software that I've got. You will be able to see when you guys donate, when you guys subscribe to the channel. So guys, please, if you guys can, hit that subscribe button. We're here every race weekend. These are absolutely fun for me. If nothing else, they are fun for me to do, to go back and to watch and to just have fun with people watching the race. You guys will be able to see the timing screen here. You'll also see just right below me, you guys will see the race controls messages. So you'll be able to see both of those as the race goes on. God, Alpine looks god awful this year to start out. Like it. Why did they? That's silly. There we go. my stream so we're watching this on ESPN and the stream just all of a sudden shut off and it was telling me to switch over to a different stream. Sorry, my mind is like everywhere this morning, so I apologize now. Getting ready for the race. Max Verstappen starting on pole, Leclerc second, Russell third, Sainz fourth, Perez fifth, Alonso sixth, Norris seventh, Piastri eighth, Hamilton ninth, 10th, a huge surprise from Haas and Hulkenberg, 11th Tsunoda, 12th Stroll, 13th Albon, 14th Ricciardo, 15th Magnussen, Bottas 16th, Guan Yu Zhou, and 17th, 18th Logan Sargent, and then the two Alpines bringing up the rear. Literally, they looked god-awful yesterday in qualifying, so not expecting much in the way of anything coming from the Alpines today. They look to be god-awful. As I'm going to do a refresh on this screen just real quick, just to make sure. There we go. Okay. So you'll be able to see all the different positions, what tire life, the tires that they're using are on. So you'll be able to see all of that on the screen. And then also you'll see the just down below me, you'll be able to see all the race control messages. A lot of new rules heading into this race. DRS will start after lap 1, so that'll be good. That'll be interesting. You've got okay. Whew. Okay, now I can breathe just a little bit now that we've got everything working. So guys, you have ways to help support the stream. If you look down in the description below, you have a couple different ways to help out the stream. You can go donate through Cash App, or you can donate now through PayPal. So you can do one of those two. If you guys do those donations, that should show up on the screen. Please hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 500 subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you guys could help me out there. But oh my God, literally everybody is starting on the soft tire to start this race. From what we've understood all throughout practice and qualifying, it almost seemed like the medium tire is not going to be a tire that is even used in this race today. It looks like that the softs potentially using 2 softs and then a hard in the middle. Maybe potentially using 2 hard compound tires and going 1 set of softs. It's really interesting to see that the medium tire this race is not going to be a tire, which typically is not the case. Usually the medium is the race tire for almost every single track up and down the grid. So I'm kind of surprised that is not the case now. So, all right, so formation lap. So, guys, like I said, please hit that subscribe button if you are new to my channel. Got more daily and weekly Formula One content on the way. Like I said, I've got a brand new software that I'm going to be using for live streams, and then also hopefully that'll help out. I've been trying to do reaction videos to a lot of F1 videos that are out there, and it has literally, I don't know if my screen has, the program I was using just decided to not work anymore, but it's literally made it impossible to do reaction videos. So hopefully with the new software, I'll be able to start putting out more reaction videos for you guys. But please, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button for more daily and weekly Formula One content. Let me know where you guys are watching from in the comments section down below if you guys can. All right, they are lining up on the grid. If you guys haven't seen yet, I did put out my predictions for the 2024 season. If you guys go to my videos, I have put out my prediction video just a little bit after testing had ended, as they're all lining up now. I don't understand. So, I know I'm a Formula One community member. As the race has started on my on the screen, you guys will see here. Okay, so here we go. 5 red lights. And we're underway. Man, look at them all. They are just sparking up a storm. Oh, Stroll spins. Somebody's kicking up dirt back there, it looked like. Hulkenberg's dropped a bunch of positions. What the hell happened there? What happened to Hulkenberg? Because I'm looking at the timing screen. Hulkenberg's dropped down to 18th, while Magnussen's up to 12th right now. Oh, Hulkenberg got caught up in that Stroll. I bet Stroll went up on the inside of Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, although I will say Magnussen up to 12th, that's a good start to his race after he was starting 15th. Going into turn 1, we always expect there to be just a massive cluster of just wrecks and whatnot. Yeah, Hulkenberg is, I think, got damage. All right, so now DRS is activated after this lap. So double yellows in sector 2. Hulkenberg's into the pits. Sargent's doing well. He, after the kind of shock qualifying he had, new nose, they're putting a brand new set of hards, just making sure that everything's okay with the car, and Hulkenberg's out. Man, that sucks. If you guys don't know, and you guys are new to my channel, I'm a big Haas F1 fan, so like I'm kind of a fanboy for them. So today's kind of a test for Haas to see if they overcook their tires like they were last season. This is going to be a huge test for them to see if those tires are going to overcook or if they're going to be able to hold up. Look, Verstappen's already got a 1.5 second lead on Leclerc. Russell in third. Perez fourth. Sainz fifth. Sainz dropped a spot to Perez. Stroll and Hulkenberg. I swear to Jesus, if Stroll took out Hulkenberg, I'm going to lose my mind with him. Looks like Norris and the McLarens have some good race pace as Norris was able to get past Alonso. And here's Russell attacking Leclerc, and he gets by him. Nice move by Russell on the outside of Leclerc. Russell up to second. Ooh, locking up that front left. That was a problem that we saw a lot through the first practice, was we were seeing a lot of that locking up of the front tires. Looks like Ferrari may not have fixed their overheating issues with their tires. Verstappen up almost 2 seconds. Great fight going on here for second, third, and fourth between Russell, Leclerc, and Perez. And it looks like Sainz is starting to come back and get potentially onto the back of that fight. This could be a great 5-car fight coming up here. If Russell and all of them can get caught back up to Verstappen. Norris is already 3 seconds behind that lead group of 5. Hulkenberg and Stroll investigation is out. Okay, so they're showing if you guys are watching along with the ESPN broadcast, they're showing a replay of the start here. Okay, so that's why. So Hulkenberg did not get a good start off the line. Like that was just, but he goes back. Stroll knew, but Stroll knew he was there. Because you could see him, like, he kept not wanting to make the turn totally. That's partially on Hulkenberg. I will give him that. Yeah, that's on Hulkenberg. What was Hulkenberg doing? He lost a position. What was Hulkenberg doing, dude? You bottled that start. Although Stroll did... Stroll saw him there, obviously, because you saw Stroll having an issue. Another big mover at the beginning of this race, Guan Yu Zhou up 4 positions, up to 13th. Magnussen looking like he's holding his own. It doesn't look like, doesn't look like those tires are overheating in the slightest. I'm going to refresh this page. It's going to disappear for just a split second. It's literally 2 laps behind, almost 3 laps behind on the timing screen. So we're just refreshing it, so it'll reappear here in just a moment. Track limits okay, so Russell's breaking track limits already. He's having a little bit of a hard time there. Internet's having a little bit of an issue this morning, of course. Oh, geez, they're breaking track limits left and right this morning. So right now, running order: Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Hamilton, Tsunoda's your top 10. Then you've got Albon, Magnussen, Joe, Sargent, Ricardo, Ocon, Gasly, Stroll, Bottas, and Hulkenberg is the running order so far. Trying to get all of a sudden the timing screen has decided to rear its ugly head and not want to work. Oh my God, Russell's 4 seconds already back of Verstappen. Like, this is disgusting that Verstappen's already almost 5 seconds up on Russell already. Magnussen seems to be holding on relatively well right now to Albon. Okay, I may have to come up with a different... So let's see here. Sergio attacking Leclerc. Okay. Sorry, we're having to fix a problem here very quickly. On the run here, we are. Trying to fix these screens. The timing has literally just the timing screen I initially had decided to crap out on me, so we're having to. We just may not have race control messages. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to drop the race control messages, but we'll still have... Okay, so we'll just have the timing screen up. I'll let you guys know as we progress. This is like I said in the very beginning, this is a brand new software that I'm using for streaming, so this is a work in progress. So right now you guys can see the running order on the screen, and you guys can also see sector times and all that. Yeah, 6.8 now for Verstappen to Russell. Perez is another second behind Russell. The two Ferraris are starting to drop back towards the McLarens. Norris has got 2 lap times deleted. Leclerc's got 1 so far in the track limit fight today. The Ferraris just seem to have not figured out the overheating problem to the tires. Although the softs are only supposed to go, they looked about 14 to 16 laps. Yellow flag, sector 4. What happened here? As I'm getting it on my timing screen, you guys can't see it. Hamilton getting past Alonso there. What are we... They're still... Oh no, did his car give out? He may have lost gears. Looks like Sargent went off track, but he must have gotten it running again. Something, it almost seemed like it was something with the gearbox. He's back going, but let's see if he ends up pitting. Wow. Sainz gets by, but it seems like Sainz is a little bit quicker. Yeah, Sainz seems much quicker. Leclerc's setup is almost Sargent is in the pits. It looks like he may retire here in just a moment if you guys can't see. Looks like Russell Leclerc are both into the pits here. These soft tires are not lasting as long as I think they expected them to. Man, Leclerc did not want to give that position up to Sainz. Yep, everybody's going to start pitting here. Excuse me. Sorry. It says medium, but I thought my stream was a little off today. What? Man, that end plate is just absolutely bent to shit. If you're watching you can see Bottas's end plate is just bent. More pit stops coming. Got Hamilton, Gasly, Bottas into the pits. Everybody's switching over to the hard compound tires now. So it looks like a lot of people, they're leaving it open, I think, for the end of the race, potentially with being able to potentially go softs or another set of hards towards to the end of the race. Verstappen's 11 seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz, 16 ahead of Norris. Man, Leclerc just seems to be having a hell of a time today. He is all over the track. Just went off track there as he was coming up to, it looked like Bottas or maybe Zhou. Norris is being told to box, so he's going to box. Ricciardo's into the pits. Tsunoda up to 5th. Fantastic. Like, they're able to run those tires quite a while. Although it seems like everybody has been able to run the tires for a good, to a good amount of time as Russell gets by Ricciardo there. Jeez, Perez right up his tail end. He may get a pass here. Nice. Oh, Russell goes out wide. Ooh, very close. Perez gets around him. Great job by Perez. Great move by Perez there. Good job. That a way to show him. Sainz into the pits now. Perez showing him how to get it done. Great job there. Just Russell almost outmaneuvered himself. He tried to go to the inside to keep him from making the move to the inside, but then Perez just stayed confident and was able to make that move perfectly. As now Sainz into the Sainz into the pits now. Nice pit stop by Ferrari there. All of them trying to fight around Logan Sargent right now. I'm still interested to know what the issue was. I'm gonna go to X here and see if see if we can see anything about why. Oh boy. Hamilton's having issues with his battery. Just trying to see. Nothing from Williams so far as to why. Oh, okay. So the official Williams Racing Twitter account says there was an issue with Logan's steering wheel, which we will investigate after the race. We have changed the steering wheel on Logan's car. So apparently there was an issue with his steering wheel when he went off track, and he was now able to get it fixed by switching out the steering wheel. So that's right now what we've heard from Williams just a minute ago. Logan's steering wheel had an issue, which they ended up switching it out during the pit stop. We're 17 laps in and people are already calling the end of this race. Let me see if I can get that actually added on here. Let me see if I can get. Nice job. Carlos Sainz is really. Man, Leclerc is just having issues as now Verstappen's going to pit. He went 17 laps on those softs. That is, oh my God, that is just. .9. Man, that was a slow stop for. That was a slow stop for Verstappen. Sorry, my face is covered for just a moment as I'm trying to bring up. Right? Orphan Eradicator. Why would Red Bull be on top even though Haas and Ferrari dominated the tests? Well, I will say this, and this is one thing I will say so far from what I'm seeing. It looks like Haas potentially has figured out the overheating issues, because typically, so if I remember correctly, it's been, let's see how, it's been a couple laps since Magnussen has pitted, and typically on that hard compound tire, they would have overheated those suckers already. And it doesn't seem like they're overheating it, and it seems like they're able to hold their own. Like, Magnussen's in a fight with Stroll right now. Hulkenberg is about 3 seconds behind Ricciardo, but he's been moving. And he got ahead of Bottas, got ahead of Gasly. So, getting ads on Twitter, and it showed up on my stream there. Whoop. Sorry, I'm fixing since we lost the there we go. All right, there we go. Now we're fixed. But yeah, I think Red Bull and Verstappen and all them were obviously they were hiding their pace. That's literally all it was. I think everybody knew that going into this season, that going into testing they were going to hide their true pace, and it's obviously showing today. As literally he's almost a second faster than his teammate. Verstappen's ran last lap a 1:35.283, whereas Perez, who pitted a couple laps earlier, is already in the 1:36s. Nobody's even close to the 1:35s now. Like, that's how disgusting this is right now when it comes to Verstappen. So it's not. I don't think it's so much that, seeing Ferrari and Haas and, a lot of other teams up near the top during testing, it's just Red Bull wasn't going to show their true pace. It wasn't going to happen. Daniel Ricciardo goes way wide there in the fight with Ocon. Okay, so there was Hamilton was complaining about battery issue, but I think it's his battery usage is the problem, and that's why it was showing at 1%. They're saying it was the basically 1%. They're saying he wore it down that far, which is not surprising. 135, 160 now from Verstappen, almost a second faster than Perez. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Orphan Eradicator, I would totally agree. I don't, and it's not so much that, it's giving them overconfidence. It's just Red Bull has always been one of those teams that I think they tend to not run at full potential during testing as to not give away what they've been working on in the offseason. I mean, we clearly see that the Red Bull, as even though they, Adrian Newey wanted to make those changes, it's one of those things like because all the teams decided to copy the Red Bull from last season. Red Bull decided that they needed to change, the way things were on that car and, give it a new design. And they did a really good job. Wow, 2.7 from Haas. Not a bad pit stop there as Hulkenberg's into the pits. He went 19-20 laps on those hard compound tires, so he's going to another set of hards. May try to get those to the end. We'll see how the overheating goes with those tires, because that's been one of the big issues for Haas is that overheating. Ricardo gets around Esteban Ocon there. Oh, thank you, Formula One, for letting me know that was an overtake. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't need a different, thing to come up on the screen every time something happens in the race. Like, they literally just put up that Ricardo overtook Ocon. Like, I don't need that. I can see it. I can clearly see it on the screen. Just too many things for Formula One is trying to add to the screen, like to add to the broadcast. Like, that was just dumb. Nobody needed to see that. Yeah, like Verstappen is running a full second faster than Perez. Like, literally the field's in the 136s, 137s, one or so 38. But, like, he's a full second faster than the field. Like, this is disgusting. Like, like I said, I called it that Red Bull was gonna win the drivers' championship, or the drivers' championship, and the excuse me. You could tell that they were just going to be dominant. Adrian Newey's just one of those guys who just is able to get a car in a position to really just dominate. Yeah, Zhou up in the 10th. If you can hear that is my son talking about Enchantico, or Enchanta, whatever the Disney movie is. He's talking about We Don't Talk About Bruno. Can we make a song about not talking about Max? Because obviously Max is going to dominate this season. So can we just talk about the rest of the field? Like, can we just mark out Verstappen at the number 1 position and just like count from 2 to 20? Because like, if this race is any, omen for the rest of the season, Like, championship's going to be won by the summer break. Like, the championship is going to be won by the summer break. Like that. Thank you, Orphan Eradicator, for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you for that subscription. I really appreciate that. How many? So let me just, because like I said, I've changed the software and whatnot. Let's see where we're at sub-wise. Up to, holy crap, 370 subscribers, guys. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you guys do have your, if you guys have your notifications, where you guys, it shows your subscriptions, your name will show up on the screen. So thank you to Orphan Eradicator for the subscription. We're up to 370 subscribers, 130 away from 500. So I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means the world. That you guys love to subscribe to the channel, and you guys are enjoying my coverage. That's one of the things that makes me feel good, is that you guys enjoy these things. I wish I could hear about where Haas is feeling like they're at with the tires right now. That would be really interesting to hear right now, because Haas, like I said, like we were talking about, Haas is one of those teams that the issue that was going into the season that they needed to fix was the overheating of the tires. And it doesn't seem like they're overheating them too much, though. Hamilton. Oh, no. Hamilton's seat is broken. That tells me Hamilton's, well, and as we've seen through qualifying, or through practice and qualifying, the Mercedes was running that car so low, like it was literally sparking every chance it had. So that's not surprising to hear that they're having issues with the seat. Like, that's not surprising at all. No, Russell's 6 seconds behind Sainz. It sounds like the Mercedes engines, any team that's got a Mercedes engine may be overheating potentially. That's at least what it sounds like what Brundle was saying, is that potentially they're overheating, the engines are overheating. So could we start to see reliability issues in Bahrain with 30 laps to go? Magnussen's doing a good job of fighting off Albon here. Magnussen's been doing a really good job. That tells me that the tires aren't overheating like they did last season. That's what that tells me. If he's able to hold off Albon like he is, that tells me that those tires. Ooh, little slide coming out of that corner there, but it doesn't sound like to me they're overheating the tires like they did in the past, which is a good sign. Oh, that's right. Okay, so here's another very interesting thing to bring up that I didn't think about till just now, is that Williams has changed the way that their screen shows up in their car. So if you've ever seen the design of prior Williams cars, the screen that would be attached to the that it was attached to the steering wheel would always be a part of the car. Well, this year they've made the change, and so now the dashboard is now on the steering wheel itself, and it seems like they're starting to have issues with that dashboard. Stroll's first one to make it into the pits. We're going to start seeing pit stops here very soon. Can't get that car to turn. He'd rather run that car wide than to have tried to make that corner. All right, Max, can we have a mechanical issue now, please? Can we at least try to make this race somewhat fun for everybody? Stroll onto another set of hards. He'll probably take those 30 laps to the end. He's just in front of Hulkenberg. I'll be very interested to see what the likes of Haas say after this race about their tires, if they're still having some of the overheating issues that they were having, or if they've seemed to figure out the issue. Let me see. Running still very comparable times to the field. Zhou into the pits now. Running very Magnussen's running very comparable times to the field, and holding his own here. He's now up to 11th with that Guan Yu Zhou pit stop that's going to be coming up. As literally, I can never get the timing correct. It's about an 8-second delay. So, yeah, there's Zhou. Yeah, that's about 8 seconds, I'd say. Guys, remember, if you guys want to support the stream, you guys can. In the description box, you have 2 different ways to donate to the channel. Would immensely help me out. So if you guys can, that would help. And then also, if you guys are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Those are the 2 ways you can support my channel right now, is either by donating through PayPal or Cash App, and then also hitting that subscribe button. And hit the thumbs up button as well. That'll push this stream out to everybody, to more and more Formula One fans. As we've got lap 30, Verstappen is literally just absolutely killing the field right now. 15 15 and a half seconds up on his teammate. Sainz is 2.5 behind Perez. Sargent, like I said, into the pits. This is not a good thing for... as much as I like being right about my predictions as far as who's going to win the championship, this is not going to be good for Formula One if this is literally race one and you've got Verstappen running a second faster than the rest of the cars in the field. Yeah, this is just 2023 part 2. Yeah, that's about right. Thank you, D-Man. That's about right. That's about right so far. World champion. Yep, that's about right too. With 26 laps to go. So we're gonna have pit stops from Ocon and Bottas coming up. I may have to just go ahead and take a pee break here because, like, it's not changing anything. Like, nothing's changing, and it's sad. Yeah, let me go running. Typically, I would try not to take a pee break during the race, but I've got to go. Oh, good to see. I have not missed anything. Thank God. Oh, jeez. I really hope this isn't the way this whole season goes. I hope this is just race one and, like, we get much better going into the rest of the season. Man, Jesus, they just absolutely screwed Bottas there. Magnussen's into the pits. Hopefully they get Magnussen out ahead of his teammate. Nope, never mind. So he should be able to take those tires to the end now, especially with the low. He should definitely be able to take those tires to the end. Nice move by Stroll there. I love that Sauber. That paint on the Sauber just looks amazing. Hamilton and Norris are getting ready to pit now as well. Hello again. 15 minutes and Verstappen is... Yeah, it's literally about a 15-minute lead for Verstappen, too, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it's disgusting. It is disgusting to see. But, that's the thing, is that Red Bull did a good job of being able to hide exactly what their car was going to do this season. Russell gets around Alonso. Good job getting that on the front straight. Oh no, Williams. Albon's having issues with his Williams right now as they're reporting overheating, and it almost sounded like his car may... F1's dying on its arse. Like, it's sad because I think we all, again, and this is nothing on Red Bull, but like we all expected this to be a much closer season than it was. Petition to ban Red Bull for using accent or bribing the circuit. No, I think we just need to ban it. I honestly, and this is just a joke, but I think we need to ban Adrian Newey from designing cars ever again. Like, that's the problem. Oh, nice. Oh, Piastri, you're on cold tires, bro. You can't hold that, bro. Man, nice job by Hamilton to get ahead of Piastri. That was so funny, though. Piastri comes out of the pits and thinks he's going to fight with Hamilton on stone cold hard tires. That's just funny. Sainz is now pitting. Like, it's funny to me. I think we all really expected this season to be much, much different, and we are getting a Red Bull 1 and 2 by Underrated Ninja on Twitter. Yeah, yeah. What? Wait a minute, what the hell just happened? Did my internet just go out? I swear to Jesus, if that's the case. Hold on. That was one of the weirdest things ever. My internet is not broken, and it just kicked me out. Norris running the fastest lap, now into the 134s. That was funny. What is going on? ESPN Plus, get your together. That's twice now it's kicked me out while watching this race. Get your together. I'm trying not to cuss because I don't want to be loud and cuss. Ooh, Magnussen got around Sonoda. Good job by him. Up into 13th and 14th. Now if yeah. Perez into the pits. Stays in. So Checo's going to go take softs to the end with 20 laps to go, which, I mean, he should be able to in the grand scheme of things with the... The Red Bulls are just, like, they both just moved to the soft compound tire to end the race. Like, and everybody else had to move to hards, like, laps ago. That's just, that's how good Red Bull is right now. They're back in a dominant form in Formula One. And as much as we hate it, like, it's just amazing what they've been able to do. Hamilton runs a fast first sector with a 30.061 or 060, excuse me. This is Daniel on Albon. Albon moved out of his way, though, it almost looked like. Okay, so Magnussen's now past Hulkenberg, and Hulkenberg should be able to play kind of rear gunner for Magnussen. If one of the Haas's can even score a point today, I want to hear I want everybody to go on P1 Tommy and Matt's X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I would even go on there now with them racing 12th and 13th with as much crap as that they gave Haas going into the season about how shitty they were going to be. Really doing an amazing job. Although now Tsunoda's past Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg could not play rear gunner for that long. Hamilton's doing well with the broken seat, having to deal with that. Verstappen just ran a 1:30. He ran 2 seconds quicker than Perez on that lap. Jesus. So we're going to get at some point we're going to get the obligatory, hey, what's the fastest lap coming from Verstappen? I guarantee you that radio message is coming at some point. Is going to be, that's just disgusting. Okay, so now he's got the fastest lap, so that should end that little charade. ESPN Plus, my is connected to the internet. I am telling you right now, everything else is running except for your crap program. ESPN can't even put out a good product. We've got to pull Sky Sports. Like, this is ridiculous, ESPN Plus. Get your shit together. Because everything else, internet-wise, is running just fine. I gotta make sure, is my mic still working? Hold on, my plug just fell out all of a sudden. Okay, there we go, it's back working. Right? Hold on. Checking audio. Okay, there we go. Okay, phew. All of a sudden the plug fell out of my mic. I was just sitting there going, what the hell happened? Now, Perez ran 2 seconds quicker than Verstappen, but Verstappen's slowing down at this point. There's no necessity in him having to run an overpowered engine right now. Somebody in the back part, like the back part of the top 10, like maybe third on back, potentially needs to pit and try to take at least that one extra point off of Verstappen. If you got to try to take that extra point off of him for fastest lap. Alonso into the pits now. Hulkenberg is into the pits. This is not. This is not a good sign for the rest of the season. I am interested to hear what a lot of people will have to say about the Haas today. Because at least to me, it seems like they may have solved the overheating issues. That's at least my 2 cents. They were having such a hard time with overheating of the tires last season that they would have had like Hulkenberg pit again already, but that was only because he had to pit on lap 1 basically to change a nose and tires. Excuse me. So Hulkenberg's onto a set of softs. Ricciardo's on a set of softs. We need a safety car. Can we do a safety car dance? Is there a thing like that? A safety car dance? Hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah. Come on, let's get a safety car. Let's make this race interesting, please. Come on. Like, I don't know. Like, we need something interesting to happen. Like anything. Leclerc got his car back under his... Yeah, it is weird. Ferrari got some chance to win. I'm on copium. Yeah, we're all on copium right now. No, actually, the car has come back to Leclerc lately. Because beginning of the race, Leclerc just had issue after issue with that car, and like he just couldn't get the car. I truly think that the Ferrari has a hard time running on heavy fuel load. I think that's where their problem is in lying right now, and it almost seems like that was the issue with Haas last season, was that they had a hard time running on heavy fuel loads, and it would just overheat the tires. But like now, he's like with a lighter fuel load and the tires he's on, he's catching up to Russell quick, and that may force our safety car right there if there's a collision there. When do we expect the hards to be quicker than the softs? I will say, Sainz is doing an amazing job today. He's up into third right now. He's going to get a podium for a guy that's not got a ride for 2025. Like, Sainz is putting on a good showing for teams going into the 2025 season. Yeah, that ain't gonna last much longer. Alonso up into 10th position. Great job. Great move there by Alonso. Zhou knew better. You gotta remember though, Zhou pit several laps earlier than a lot of these guys, so his hard compound tires got to be falling off at this point. I don't understand what Leclerc was doing there. He's 6 turns ahead of these guys. For crying out loud. Like, this is just disgusting. Magnussen's 2 seconds behind Zhou. It looks like he's been gaining on him, because Zhou's tires are starting to go. If we get a retirement out of the top 10, Magnussen's could score points. This is my copium, Orphan Eradicator. This is my copium, is trying to discuss how Haas could score points in this race today. I guess what we have to look forward to is Saudi Arabia in a week time again on a Saturday. And it's so weird watching a race on a Saturday morning. I should have had a bowl of cereal with me and we could have treated this like Saturday morning. You know what? I may do that. I may buy a box of cereal so we could do this as a Saturday morning cartoon next weekend for Saudi Arabia. We'll call it Saturday. I'll figure out a name for it. But we're going to be live streaming every race, so I may have a bowl of cereal ready to go with our Formula One race next weekend. That would actually be pretty cool. This is how sad it is that we're literally 12 laps from the end, and I'm talking about bowls of cereal instead of how dominating Max Verstappen has been today. Like, that's how sad this is. Tsunoda's having a good race. He's chasing down Magnussen. Oh! And he's going to get by him with ease now as Leclerc moves up into fourth. There you go, Ferraris. I'm really wondering if the engines of the Mercedes are starting to really labor. We've been hearing the likes of Albon complaining about potential overheating. You know, George Russell may be yes, we know it's an overtake. Why do we need a graphic showing us it's an overtake? We're not freaking blind. Jeez. Just stupid addition of stupid graphics that make no stupid sense. Yes, we know it was an overtake, Formula One. Thank you. Anyways, like, I don't even know what I was saying anymore. Like, that's how weird this is. Like, I just don't even know what I was saying anymore. But, like, that's how bad this race is. Magnussen's a 1.9 behind Zhou now. One retirement, and Magnussen scores points. I will quote tweet, or I will tag Matt and Tommy in a Twitter post if Magnussen somehow scores a point today. That he scored a point, and you guys can go take your Haas hate elsewhere. Yeah, so right now pecking order is Red Bull 1, Ferrari 2, Mercedes 3, McLaren 4. You can interchange those two. Aston Martin 5 for now, but Stroll's 27 seconds behind the McLarens. So Stroll's going to drop down as Alonso's been catching him lap after lap. Let's see what's going on Twitter. See if there's anything new or exciting on Twitter. I need some action tonight. Ain't that the truth? Just kind of scrolling through Twitter here, seeing if there's any. Yep, nothing really going on Twitter. Like, that's how quiet this race has been today. And Tsunoda's really caught up to Magnussen all of a sudden. But Tsunoda also pitted later. Just 9 laps for Verstappen. No, I'm tired of the Red Bull monarchy. yeah, I am too. I think we all are. It's a little sad. Oh no. They're saying that the soft tires on Perez's car are just fine. We're screwed this year. We're not gonna have any fun races. Red Bull's gonna win all of them. Ted just told us that Red Bull's tires are just fine. Albon's now getting lapped. So cars that have been lapped so far: Sargent, Bottas, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Ocon, and now Albon's getting ready to be lapped. Yeah, I'll be really interested to see again what some of the teams say about how they ran today. I think Haas have got to be pretty stinking stoked with where they're at. You know, running in 12th. Figuring out what looks to be figuring out the overheating problem that plagued them all of last season. This is just I don't like. I have no other words right now. Verstappen's running 134s, about half a second quicker than Perez in the 135s. Everybody's in the 135s except for Alonso, who's running 134s. He's actually running comparable and faster than Verstappen, but I think Verstappen's also got his engine turned down and is not trying as hard. But everybody else is in the 136s, 137 in there. There we go. Nice job, Nico. Yeah, the Alpines look like the worst car on the grid. I can't wait for Saudi next week to see if it's still going to be the same or if it's like it's maybe track specific as to. Magnussen's been doing well to hold his own. The Red Bulls are starting to, I think, the Racing Bulls are starting to really come alive. Are you kidding me now? Come on. Can we let folks race and stop with it? Like, Sonoda's had a really good race all day today, and you're gonna sit here and tell me that. Yeah, God, Guan Yu Zhou's tires have got to be going off now too. This could be a really good fight. Jesus Christ, he is lapped all the way up to 13th place. He'll lap up to 12th and 11th. Ricardo lost 2 seconds to Magnussen. Magnussen's now 1.6 behind. Yeah, I'll be interested to hear what they have to say about that driver swap. Like, I get that you had Daniel on soft compound tires, but Sonoda was just as fast. Magnussen's now lapped up to 12th. Man, Norris has gained some time on Russell. Russell's tires must be shot. "20-second lead for Verstappen." This could be a very interesting battle towards the end between Norris and Russell, two really good friends. Let's see how this battle shapes up. Ooh, Magnussen's down to a 1.2 behind Zhou. Magnussen's what? Oh, Magnussen's within a second on Joe. Come on, Magnussen. Is Sargent getting... Oh, no, Sargent's not getting lapped again. I don't think. Lando Norris is 1.8 behind Russell with 2 laps to go. I just don't think he's going to catch him. I just don't think he's going to catch him. We gained 4 subscribers today, guys. Thank you guys so much for everybody that has subscribed today. This is really cool. I'm really happy with how today has turned out. First race of the season. We're gonna keep doing these all throughout the season. We'll have one next Saturday for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Come on, Magnussen. Come on. Smoking and sparking and all sorts of... Ricardo going way wide in that turn. Oh! Ricardo kind of slid into that corner and Magnussen able to pull it away a little bit. Norris is 1.3 behind Russell. But Max just dominating today. He's going to win by 22 and a half seconds. 23 probably by the end of this. 23 second, almost 23 second victory for Perez, or for Verstappen. Please tell me Magnussen held on. Yes! That away, Magnussen. Great job today. Sainz was starting to catch Perez, but Perez finished second. Red Bull 1-2 to start the season, which is what we were afraid of. It's beginning to look like Red Bull domination. Like Red Bull absolutely dominated this race today, and Verstappen more than anybody else was able to do the job today. So good job on him.